Hi everyone, it's Kristen Redmond, and today we're going to go over the planetary aspects that are surrounding us and affecting us for this week, June 27th through July 3rd. And this week we finally get a lot of pent-up energy that's finally released in a few different ways. And it all started yesterday when we had Jupiter, our largest planet of the solar system, making a harmonious connection with Pluto, our smallest planet of the solar system. And it kind of, when you have your mind looking at it in that way, it's kind of cool. It's like the large guy works with the small guy, and together there creates harmony. And it really is. Jupiter is this amazing planet of luck. But a lot of what it also carries is not only luck, but expansion, okay? When we encounter incidents in our lives and it pushes us to the next level, to go to the next level and to be a higher, better person. That's kind of what Jupiter represents. Now, Pluto, when it's making a connection there, what event is it that's making us move to the next level? It takes on the Pluto energy. And Pluto represents endings and new beginnings that come from them. It represents losses that lead to new beginnings. But in this case, with these two planets working together, it's losses that lead to new gains. And though you may not see it initially at first, it brings you wonderful new beginnings and wonderful chances to expand yourself and those around you and the world around you, because that's what Jupiter represents. Okay, so you start out this week already with the engines running from letting go of issues from the past resulting in endings that we've had. Okay, we're kind of finally able to shake those things off and have Jupiter bring in expansion and luck to process that through. But on Wednesday, we have two really cool things that are also helping I'm like merging all my words together, that help to really get things moving forward in terms of energy. And the major one is Mars coming out of retrograde, finally. Okay, it's been 10 weeks of this. And Mars is kind of like the engine that runs us, it runs the universe. Well, not the universe, the solar system at least. But it really does. Where it lands in your birth chart represents where your passion, your intensity, your drive, and your motivation come from. Okay? So when it goes backwards, when it goes retrograde for 10 weeks out of the year, you'll find that your intensity level, your energy level, your passion, and your drive, it's really low. It's squelched. And it's kind of like that for everybody that's around us. Okay? Now, when Mars goes direct, you'll find that your energy is really increased, and especially because Mars, in the process of being retrograde, it went from being in the sign of Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. It went from being in that at the beginning of this 10 weeks, and it backed up into a water sign of Scorpio. Now, when you take Mars, which is a fiery, amplified sign, when you take fire and you mix it with water, what happens? Gets squelched out. Okay, so when Mars goes into Scorpio, it actually has a tendency to make us, it's intense. Okay, let me tell you that, because Scorpio is a very intense sign. So when you've got Mars in there, you find that your intensity for energy is very, very strong. You're going to find you're very focused and intent on whatever it is that you're working on. Okay, you're going to have the endurance to really get done what you need to get done. But because it's in Scorpio, it tends to make us overly intense. So watch out for the shadow side of Scorpio, that scorpion tail smacking you because of your energy or passion or intensity levels. It may lead to possessiveness, jealousy, or obsessiveness in some ways. So whatever it is you find your focus and intensity and passion involved with, it may get a little bit overwhelming at times as Mars remains in the sign of Scorpio through the summer. It goes out in August, okay, and then that'll change things when it goes into Sagittarius. We'll find ourselves kind of focused more outwardly than inwardly in how it directly affects our emotions and inner self. So that's one good thing that we've got with Mars in general for everybody. Even though it's in Scorpio, it still brings good things. It makes you really focus. But it really gets those energy going again for all of us. So this is a wonderful thing this week to get the motor running again. Another thing that happens on Wednesday is that Mercury, our planet of thought and communication, goes into a new sign. It finds itself in a water sign again. Here we're talking about another water sign. This one is Cancer. Okay, Cancer is such a deeply feeling sign. And it's so cool because this is a time when Mercury, our planet that's so focused on our mind and all the mental aspects, it's kind of forced to detach from that and think through our heart center as opposed to our mind and what's realistic. It kind of makes us go and focus on our intuition more so, thinking with our heart, thinking with our intuition. And so you will also find that in the next 3 weeks, as Mercury is in this sign, our thoughts and our communication style are going to be a lot more emotionally driven than anything. Okay, so you may find that those around you, especially in your family, okay, because Cancer affects the family, it really deals with the family unit. Everybody's going to be a little bit emotional with their speech, and it can be good and it can be bad, right? But just if that is the case and you see that happening, that's just Cancer and Mercury working together to kind of help us, like I said, think with our heart and our intentions, our emotions, and our intuition for a little bit, and giving our mind a little bit of a break because it's been so focused on that a lot in the past few weeks with it being in Gemini. So you're going to find also that your mental focus is really going to be on family. It's going to be on the home. It's going to be on your emotional needs and how you need to be nurtured and how you nurture other people. There's going to be a lot of mental focus on that, okay? Use that in a constructive way. Find ways to communicate your needs to be nurtured to others. This is the ample time, the strongest time of this year to really get that intention out there, okay? Now, another thing too that I noticed in my note-taking for this is that we're going to have the Sun, we're going to have Mercury, and we're going to have Mars all in water signs over the course of the next couple of weeks. So that really means that there's going to be an opportunity for increased emotional intelligence, if that makes sense. To, you know what I mean when I'm saying emotional intelligence, it's a matter of really being intent and direct with our emotions, keeping them in check, and also being able to, not, I don't know why I want to say expose, but I guess let those out for other people to see, okay? And that is really how we are able to explain how we need to be nurtured, and that's how we are better able to nurture others because they're able to be emotionally open with us as well. So that's a wonderful thing to have happening. Those are the energies that are really, really vital and pivotal for us this week. So now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it because my boys are getting a little crazy out there and I need them to be quiet. Maybe I won't pause it. Please, let's be quiet. Okay, Mom's almost done. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do, we take all of this energy that's being freed up and we're going to see which angels are around us by pulling it together. We're going to see what the angels have to say, what they really want us to take this new energy and focus it on, or to keep in mind while we're doing that. So I've got my Archangel stones here. We're going to see what archangels are around us that are going to help us with this direct energy change. So let's see. Okay. So this one here, this is a fluorite. This is such an awesome heart center stone, and I've been so focused on this. Cancer is so focused on that. It rules the 4th house naturally, okay, in the zodiac for all of us, and that has to do with the aspects of Cancer. That is the home, the family, the emotion, all of those types of things that we just talked about here, okay? Now, this particular stone here, the fluorite, carries these energies, but it also carries the energy of Archangel Metatron. Metatron is the angel that helps us to understand all things esoteric, all things that are metaphysical. He helps us get in touch with that side of ourselves. So I guess you could almost say he's not necessarily the angel of intuition, that's Haniel, but he is the angel that helps us to listen to our intuition and apply it in our daily life. Okay, he's also the angel, which is interesting timing too, because I was just having problems with my boys there for a second, but he helps with children when their attention orders or disorders or whatever get a little bit out of whack, okay, and they get a little bit crazy. And I guess that goes for all of us adults, even they have ADD moments. He's that angel that helps us kind of bring it all center, okay? They say that Metatron has this really super cool geometric style cube that he will spin, that if you ask for him, he's God's angel that will immediately clear all of your chakras and energy centers of any toxic energy that's built up in them, that's like preventing you from moving forward, or it's creating blocks in your life. He is an amazing angel. He can do that. You don't have to be all earthy and awesome and full of patchouli and incense to make yourself available to this angel. He will work with you on that esoteric and metaphysical level for me, just the same as he will for you or for Gandhi or anybody, okay? Just believe that God is sending his angel with that intent to clear you. And then just go through each of those centers. Bring it up really quick on the internet, where all the chakra points are, and then ask for Metatron to spin that cube. Think of this awesome turquoise color, okay? And envision that kind of spitting through each one of those areas and cleansing out and detoxifying, kind of like the water of the ocean, right? We've got so much Cancer water emotion here and intuition that's going through. Imagine that that energy is pulling out, like when the tide goes out, it's pulling all of that negative energy out of each one of those centers, okay? And Metatron will help clear that out. So we know Metatron's working. Okie dokie. To start the week out, what is this? I could see where he wants to cleanse our system, so when that way the energy gets going, we're not kind of scattered in all these directions. We've got it ready, focused, and intense. I can definitely feel that part of it. But Metatron, what is it? 4 times, because we're talking about Cancer, and it's the 4th house here. So he's going to kind of pull that in a little bit tighter for us, too. Because I feel this is such an awesome time to really harness the energies going direct. How, Metatron? How? Okay. Come here. Okay. So we've got the card that I've pulled is actually another archangel. So I'm going to pull another card because I feel like Metatron is also bringing Raziel through. He is the magician angel and can make anything happen, okay, as long as we believe in ourselves and really put ourselves forward. He's that angel that helps us to get that done. And I feel like, okay, so what he has here is it's talking about self-discovery, spending time in meditation, in searching for those spiritual meanings that happen in life. It's the Hermit card, okay? It represents really kind of taking a little bit of time back to focus on your own personal goals, intentions, whatever it is. So maybe what Metatron is saying through the help of Raziel is cleansing these centers so that way they're all spinning in the correct motions and they're detoxified from all those energies that are slowing them down. In time for Mars and Mercury to be making these major changes this week that help us to really focus our energy where it needs to be. And in this instance, I feel they're saying, that our energies really need to be focused on our spiritual transformation, on our meditation time that we spend, so that way we can hear the answers that are trying to come through to us, okay? Raziel is that angel of dreams. He's that angel that brings you answers through your dreams and really even in your waking time, because he is also an angel, a major force behind accessing our Akashic records and our esoteric information from lifetimes past that we've brought into this lifetime to use. So if it's career-based, if it's love-based, if it's anything that you're having issues with in terms of where are these lessons coming from, what do I need to do to get these wheels moving, he's going to be that angel that helps us out. And obviously, we got Metatron clearing the way to make it happen. So I feel like I need to pull this other card, and I'm not sure why. Okay. I feel like we've got 2 archangels that are majorly working with us, so obviously there's a message just beyond going in and doing a little self-meditation and self-reflection. This here is saying that there is amazing things that are coming through, opportunities that will be offered in a successful time that happens. It's almost like you'll have the Midas touch with this King of Earth card. It represents maturity that happens. You go through all of these things to clear out this energy, and you've got the opportunities coming through that you have been looking for, okay? But you got to clear out some of the old to get to it, okay? I like that. Okay, I'm going to also pull a chakra card because it's like I need this little bridge here to make this a little happy little 4. 2 of those angel cards, the stone, and then we've got this chakra-based card, which will be 4. Sorry if I'm like talking in a bunch of circles there, but 4 is such a strong number here with this Cancer energy that's going on, the home, the family, the intuition, all of these things. One more time. And I feel like this is going to be that 4th leg on the table to kind of make this reading stand for us this week. Yet again, it's a miracle. I love this. How cool. First thing that jumps out with my artist eye is you've got all of these explosions of yellow happening. Okay, here, here, and here. 3 times, okay? We've got that. The miracle card literally represents exactly what it says right here. Miracles that are coming. Jupiter, right? Finally coming through, bringing us the miracles that we need, the opportunities that we've been looking for that help us to move to that next phase, okay? No matter what, we still need to spend a little bit of time in meditation with these massive, wonderful angels that help us access all of the information that we've gathered through centuries past that we've come into this life with. We're finally ready to utilize them, okay? Finally ready to bring these miracles in that we need when we need them, okay? So this week, let's focus on that with our energies, okay? And then that way, that'll bring all the wonderful blessings that we've been looking for. So everyone, have a wonderful week. Thank you. Bye.